Hi guys, Pete Mazaris, Home Inspector Mentor here to talk to you about an interesting situation with a customer complaint that we had. So as all of us or myself continue to think that we're infallible, we're never infallible, all right? We're only human and we're imperfect, and so that's why we have standards of practice. That's why we have E&O insurance. And we try to do the best we can in the field because we want to be thorough, we want to be detailed, we want our referral sources to sleep well at night and continue to refer us because they know we're doing the best we can. But not every customer will come away with that view, especially if they're not present. I find that complaints that we've had in the past are probably more disproportionately towards the buyer not being present because they don't get to know and see us and see what we do and form a mini relationship with us. And so just one of those times was a house that we did last year, and we did a very thorough inspection, of course, because when the client did claim a complaint against us or make a complaint against us, the issues that were brought up were either already in the report or outside of the scope of the inspection. So, of course, we are going to dutifully forward that complaint to our insurance provider, who is going to respond to that complaint with one of their attorneys, which is great, right? That's what we pay for with E&O insurance. And so they will interview, did the inspection, and then formulate a response and send it back over to the complainant who is seeking monetary damage. And usually that response from our insurance company is going to say, no, we're not going to give you any amount of money back because this is why. And then they list out the reasons. And through that process, they're also going to ask for evidence of costs incurred and photos and so forth from the complainant. And so in this process, the complainant didn't have a case at all. And so probably why an attorney wasn't who was contacting us, but rather the individual. But of course, after being denied any insurance money based on his complaint, he decided to file a complaint with the Attorney General's office with the state of Ohio, which is interesting because the complainant alleges $10,000 in damages, but will settle for the cost of our inspection, which added up to $800. As to which I replied, no way, not happening. You have no case. Now, little did I know that this particular complainant customer had put a bad Facebook review a couple weeks ago for us. Didn't see it on Google because I monitor our Google reviews very closely, and I get a notice every single time somebody posts a Google review for us, good or bad. And if it's bad, then I have the ability to respond to it in a way that is professional and encourages perhaps the poster to take it down if it was something that is not accurate. But I learned today that if you post a Facebook review on a business page, such as ours, and you mark it as non-replyable, then I, the page owner, can't respond to your complaint, which you can respond to your complaints on Google and turn a negative into a positive, but on Facebook, apparently you cannot. If somebody knows a way around that, let me know. But as a matter of business course, we solicit for Google reviews and not Facebook reviews. But lo and behold, apparently we had several good Facebook reviews on our business page, which was cool until we got this disparaging one, which was not very complimentary of detailed home inspections. Of course, our view was that it was false and defamatory, but how do you get that review off of Facebook, of your site? If you flag it, what kind of process does Facebook have to work that complaint out of your system if it's not true? And what's the vetting process? Well, I don't know if any of you have ever tried to call Facebook or Google before, but they don't answer the phone. So I think both of those companies are completely run by artificial intelligence, and so you're not going to get a hold of anybody. Now, what I did decide to do and discovered that I could do is turn off my Facebook reviews. So it's not like you can turn off one or two or three of them specifically. It's either all off or all on. And so since I'm not asking for reviews to go to our Facebook site, because those reviews are much more valuable on Google, it was very gratifying for me just to turn it off. And when I did that, then all the reviews, all the good ones, and that one disparaging one went away, no longer public. Now, if somebody knows something different about that, or has a different insight or philosophy about that, I'd like to see you reply in the comments below. Otherwise, I was pretty happy with myself of being able to get rid of that disparaging review and hopefully prevent others from coming up on Facebook, because that's not really what I want to use Facebook for. We really are not as motivated to utilize social media in that way for driving business to us. Now, we have no problem posting things to our Facebook account to get realtor attention or potential client attention and drive them to our website for scheduling and pricing. But as far as stacking reviews on Facebook, I'm not really a fan of that yet. May change my mind in the future, but for now, thought that I would give you guys that little tidbit so that you have that. So otherwise, hope all is well with everybody.